Hey guys, what's up? So this week's video, I'm going to be talking about 10 awkward moments. Mom, I'm filming a video. Go away. The first awkward moment is when you see your crush and he waves. So you wave back, but then you realize that he's waving at his bros behind him. This is when you have your friends over and your mom tries to act cool in front of them. Tries to act totally nice and be like, yeah, I'm the cool mom, yeah. And you're in class and it's really quiet and you didn't eat breakfast, so you're kind of hungry. Your stomach decides to make a growling noise in class. You hope no one hears it so loud that you think everyone heard it. This one is also about your parents, is when they brag about you on social media. Like, not just a little bit, they brag about you a lot. And you're like, yeah, I got it. They get it. Okay, so this one happens to me all the time when I'm out with my best friends and they see my crush. So they smile at them and then they smile back at me. It's kind of obvious you like him because your best friend smiled at him then smiled back at me. Like, it's the most obvious thing ever and it's the most awkward thing ever. Best friends do that to me all the time. But I mean, that's what best friends are for, right? This one is when you are also in class and the teacher asks you a question or asks the whole class a question and you raise your hand up in confidence like, I got this, I know the answer to this. So they pick on you. You shout out the answer and the teacher goes, are you sure? Are you positive that is the right answer? Yeah, that's the most awkward situation ever because when a teacher says, are you sure? Are you positive? It's usually the wrong answer. Most of the time. Unless you get the teachers that are like totally sarcastic and like, yeah, no, you totally got it right. I was just being sarcastic. But that's the most awkward situation ever. It's totally awkward. It happens to me all the time. That's why I barely answer questions in class because I don't want that awkward situation to happen to me. This is when you're at your best friend's house and you guys are just sitting there and their parents are home. And then the parents start yelling at your best friend. So you kind of just sit there scrolling on your phone, faking it, kind of listening to the conversation but not trying to get involved. Your best friend wants you on your side, but then you are trying to be on the parent's side because you don't want to get in trouble by them. And so it's the most awkward thing ever. I'm always on my phone or on the internet when that happens, or I just walk away. Most of the time I just walk away and go to my friend's room. Okay, so this one is also about school, when it's really loud in your classroom, so you decide to tell your best friend something private because, I mean, it's loud, no one's paying attention. And so you tell them, but then all of a sudden the class gets dead silent and you're the only one talking. Okay, so this one just actually happened to me, is when you're with your best friend and your best friend knows someone, so she starts talking to them, but you don't know them. So you kind of stand there awkwardly being like, yeah, I don't know this person, so I'm just gonna stand here, but I'm with my best friend, so I can't leave. And that's probably one of the top rated awkward situations that I do not like being in. This one also happens to me all the time. Since I have my own car and I drive, I'm usually jamming out to the radio and I'm just sitting there jamming out to a song and I'm stopped at a light and the car next to me is looking and staring at me. It's the most awkward thing ever. It's like, just stare at in front of you, don't stare next to you. Like, jamming out to my own song. Like, you could do the same. Don't bother me, don't mind me. I'm just having fun while driving in my car. Okay, so this is a story about one of my awkward moments. So in 8th grade, I don't exactly remember if it was the first day of the term or it was like the first day of a new class. But so we got our schedules and I looked at my schedule, saw the class, it was humanities. I went straight to the humanities building and I walked into the classroom. The teacher checks roll and the teacher was like, is there anyone in this classroom that is not on the roll sheet? So I raised my hand. Then I checked my schedule and realized that I was in the totally wrong classroom. I was supposed to be next door. Well, the teacher walked me over to the next door and was like, oh, she's early. She was just in the wrong classroom. And like everyone is staring at me in that class, and it was the most awkward situation ever. Ever since then, I double, triple, like I billion check my schedule to make sure I'm going to the right classroom. Like I check it before I leave, I check it when I'm there, I check it during like walking there. Like I check it so many times that I make sure I am like going to the right classroom, because that was the most awkward situation ever. So that's it for these awkward situations. This is part 1. I will have part 2 up next week. So if you guys have any awkward situations, please leave it in the comments down below. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye! Man, that was the most awkward video I've ever done. Oh, this thing is still on. My bad. Bye guys.